Well, we did think about a church originally, but as we're not churchgoers, we thought it might be a bit hypocritical to go to a church to be married. Seems we don't, as I say, we don't go. Not that I'm saying everybody who goes to a church is a hypocrite, but it's just the way we felt, you know.
Everything's had to be done so secret, it's unbelievable. I don't know how I've kept it myself, really. I really don't, because every day brings new questions about different things, and it gives Ed a chance to probe a little bit more.
We just didn't see eye to eye.
No.
We got on fine. And once we was married, things just like went downhill. And once we split up, we was all right.
Got better. Yeah.
I want to catch him wide in. It's the best way. Then he can't chicken out of it now. I've got him.
Over the past decade, the number of weddings in England and Wales has dropped by 10%, but the Liverpool Register Office still marries around 1,000 couples a year. Today, another 14 will make their vows and collect their marriage certificates. Getting that legal piece of paper may be all that matters to some. To others, the day will mean much more.
Oh, you don't want that. Oh, your mum said. Oh, no, I don't want that. Oh, you look gorgeous.
Let's just have a look at you. If you just stand there and let's have a look. Give me a twirl. Grass. Gorgeous. Is that lovely? Look beautiful. What kept you late? Was it the hairdressers? Yes.
Every marriage is different because all the people who come here are different. And their concept and what they're really wanting from the marriage ceremony is different.
There's an option if you'd like to say to love, honour and to cherish, if you both like those words. I'll incorporate...
I don't want to obey.
No, you're not going to obey, and I'm not going to say obey, that's your choice. But to love, honour and cherish, you quite like those words. Well, I know that I've said hello to some of you, but just to be on the safe side and to be sure, I'd like to say again hello to you all. My name is Anya Phillips, and I'm one of the superintendent registrars at this office, and I shall perform your marriage ceremony.
Sometimes they may say, how long is it going to take? And I say, well, how long do you want it to take? Well, we don't want any frills. Can we just come in and say the words and go? About 10 minutes, quarter to an hour. Fine. So we do that. Then you'll get another party who perhaps say, I'm going to be in white, top hat and tails, with half a dozen bridesmaids. We've got relatives and friends coming from all over the place, and they don't want to be rushed.
To Anne-Marie Smith.
To Anne-Marie Smith.
That's lovely. And Anne-Marie. Just take your time. Take your time.
Hello?
Hello, Marie.
It's not Marie.
Oh, Sue.
It's not Marie.
No, I want you.
What?
How are you doing?
All right.
Do you know anything yet now?
No.
No. Well, do you know the wedding we're going to?
Yeah.
It's ours.
What?
It's our wedding.
Oh, John?
I'm not messing. You still want to go?
I don't know.
You still love me?
I don't know now.
You don't know now?
Oh, God, I won't do that.
All right. I'll see you later then, okay?
I'm going to kill you.
I know you're going to kill me, but
Really?
just wait till we're married first, then you can kill me, okay?
No, I'm going to kill you first.
We're getting married about 2:30, okay? So you got plenty of time.
You said something.
What do you mean I could have said something? If I'd have said something, you wouldn't have done it.
That I know not.
I know not.
Of any.
Of any.
Lawful.
Lawful.
Impediment.
Impediment.
Why I, Ru Kang Fan.
Why I, Ru Kang Fan.
Initially, when we started, we did tend to stand behind the desk. I find that an obstruction between myself and the wedding party, and I like to get a little closer to them. And those sort of things do relax people a little bit. They think, oh, well, they're human after all. You know, it's not quite as stiff and formal as we thought it would be.
Mrs. Stubbs, please. Mrs. Stubbs?
Oh, hello. Have we found your entry here? So would you like...
People have a tendency to think that register officers are just involved in marriages. And of course we do a lot more than that. Registering births and deaths and issuing certificates to people over the counter. So many people now are going abroad for their holidays. They need birth certificates, marriage certificates, just occasionally a death certificate. No matter how many times I write the date, I can't remember.
Thanks, Carol.
Thanks a lot.
We got married 11 years ago. We were married for 2 years. We got divorced. We virtually just fell out with each other. And about 9 months or 12 months later, we got back together again. It was just a case of we didn't see eye to eye on most things at the time.
Of course, a very special welcome to you, Keith, and you, Jean, on this your special day. Would you all stand, please, if you would? And Keith and Jean, just step forward to the table just a little way. And Keith, would you say these words? I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present.
To witness that I...
To witness that I...
Keith Bernard Henderson.
Keith Bernard Henderson.
Do take thee...
Do take thee...
Jean Henderson.
Jean Henderson.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
And Jean...
I think we were both feeling a bit sorry for ourselves coming up to Christmas.
Witness that I...
So we went out one night together.
It was that long since I'd been out. I was over the moon about it. I couldn't wait. It was just to get out, basically. And then, once we was together and we talked things over, and it just snowballed from there.
Basically, we just sat and talked about it. Really how daft we've been, the two of us.
Spoken those words of declaration, contract. It's with great pleasure, and indeed with much honour, that I can now pronounce you are husband and wife together. You may kiss the bride, Keith. May I wish you every happiness, Keith, for the future.
Thank you.
All the very best to you, James, and much happiness.
Thank you.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any unlawful impediment.
Just say lawful impediment.
Lawful impediment.
Why, I, Susan Michelle Jones.
Why, I, Susan Michelle Jones.
There are always funny moments because we're dealing with people. We probably are funny to them sometimes. We get the words mixed up. I do know of an occasion where somebody got the words completely mixed up and said, I call upon these peasants here present. And of course everybody laughed. The whole room really just fell about, and you just have to enjoy the moment and then bring everything back to seriousness. We're just human beings.
So Paul, I'm going to invite you first, please, to repeat these few words.
This job is all about people. We obviously have our concentration all the time on getting the job right, getting the facts right, getting the legal facts right. But in the end, what really matters is how people feel about us when they leave the building. They've been dealt with in a nice way. They have a nice, warm, comfortable feeling about how they were dealt with. No matter what the situation may have been, a birth or a sad death, or more happily a marriage.
He's kept it a secret. I've told everybody. They made up about it. They made up about it. They just all wanted a big party, and I just didn't have the money to do that.
We're going to Blackpool.
I suppose if you're that way inclined, it is romantic, isn't it? But it doesn't strike me as being especially romantic.
I think it's lovely.
That's it. Well, if you're pleased, I'm pleased, and that's it.
That's a nice colour, that burn, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes with my brown eye. I am really looking forward to this big day today. It's a great feeling inside. Well, you just feel loved, and I feel happy. I can't explain. It's a nice feeling. How do I leave, Barbara?
Oh yeah, you look lovely, Susan. Turn around, let's have a look. Yeah, it looks nice. Suits you that. It's lovely.
What, better than the grey?
Yeah, it's lovely. I like that picture. You look very nice.
Yeah, I'll keep this one then.
Okay, you look lovely.
That's I, Trevor George Shulcock.
Do take thee, Dawn Michelle Woodrow,
Do take thee, Dawn Michelle Woodrow,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to my lawful wedded wife.
So when's the baby due then?
6th November. So 7 weeks. So delayed it to go between 2 and 3 weeks over. Just have to see what happens.
What would you like, a boy or a girl?
Not bothered.
Not bothered?
Girl.
You'd like a girl, would you?
OK, we've got the register in there. We've got our blue certificate.
We can go to the hospitals, or we might go to a home where somebody can't be moved here for their infirmity or their illness other than a hospital. And also, of course, we do have to go to the prison in this district for weddings at the prison. So have we got everything together?
Yes.
Sure you've got everything?
We have.
Right, off we go then.
And it was okay? We did have a lady come one time asking for a copy of her death certificate. And we said, oh, we think really that you mean you want a copy of your birth certificate. And she said, oh, no, definitely wanted her death certificate. She wanted to leave all her documents and her papers all in order for her family so that she didn't cause them any trouble when she died. And we had to very nicely explain to her that until she died, there wouldn't be a death certificate. But if she got all the other papers, you know, she was doing the best that she could.
Are you all right now, Susie? Yeah. Are you a bit nervous?
I am very.
You'll be all right, we're here now.
Very nervous. I just want to know what I'm done with.
Yeah, well, we've not got long anyway, so only got half an hour, which will be all over and done with then, won't it?
I set fire to the house. He didn't mean to do it, just a bit drunk. He told me to come home and I didn't come home, so he set fire. He just in anger, that's all. He don't normally do it. And that was it. They just arrested him, took him to court, and he's in prison, eh?
Yes. Once you're here, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Through drinking, but he's been on the courses. He's for his anger and things like that through drink, but he's coping with it now. Where he didn't have any help before, he's having help now, which is a good thing. I've been looking forward to this day for a long time. Now it's come, I'm really looking forward to it. It's the happiest day of my life.
Yeah, we've got to see what happens when he comes out.
Okay. Yeah, look.
She was a bit annoyed about all the secret phone calls and people stopping talking when she's coming in. All the family, my brothers, my sisters and her sisters, have gone and got the dress and things like that and the bouquet. I just want to get it over and done with and relax.
Susan, I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
Susan Senior,
Susan Senior,
do take thee,
John
Frederick Howarth, to be my lawful wedded husband.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
Now, John, at this
And you immediately sense what type of a ceremony you're going to do. If they're an older couple, then you're going to perhaps be sedate, not too serious, but take it nice. If they're a young couple, say teenagers or in their 20s or something like that, and as I say, they have a little bit of bounce, And you can see there's a sort of a little bit of a ripple of laughter going through the audience. Then you feel, then you can lift your performance a little bit and raise it to keep that element of happiness, shall we say, in the atmosphere. We've had the marriage registered and the people signed, the 2 people who've been married and the witnesses. We will give you plenty of time to take your pictures. You'll have more time for pictures. I had many years ago done a bit of acting, you know, at school and amateur, that sort of thing. It was when my father died. Sadly, at that point, I had the opportunity perhaps to go into it, and when my father died, it only left my mother. So I just, instead of going into it professionally, I just kept on doing a bit amateur. I still feel that when I have more time, I'm hoping at the end of this year to get into an amateur group, and then possibly when I retire, carry on doing it. And if something happens and somebody notices me, perhaps do it professionally.
Yeah, the fight will start.
All the very best. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. We brought the registrars with me, Marion, and the deputy registrar is Lisa. Thank you very much.
It's difficult just to create the atmosphere. It's hard to know exactly what to say. You can't be flippant in the same way, or it's difficult to make a joke. So it really is just down to the bare bones of the ceremony, apart from being very civil and friendly, and they've got their own reasons for why they wish to marry. It's obviously very important to them. So the whole meaning of the whole ceremony has got to be just as important as if it were at the office.
We'll sign the photographs later.
Oh, you missed. You get us all arrested now. It's on camera. The sound you have, people, it's keeping me sane. This Tuesday, the only thing that's holding me together.
It's nice. All right, take care.
See you later. Come on, Kenny, you have to come with us.
So I have to tell you that this place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. And your witnesses both know that you're here to witness the joining in matrimony of Peter Doherty and Susan Platt.
Dave.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Peter Doherty.
I, Peter Doherty.
May not be joined.
May not be joined.
In matrimony.
In matrimony.
To Susan Platt.
To Susan Platt.
Thank you very much.
I've got this belief that marriage isn't a piece of paper or a ring. I feel that's the only regret I might have, being married in a register office, because I might regret not having a blessing on the marriage. I mightn't feel married because it's just a civil ceremony and nothing to do with the religion.
I do solemnly declare
that I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
That I know of no.
Say, I know not.
Know not.
Of any lawful impediment. Of any.
Of any.
Lawful.
Lawful.
Impediment. Why I, Susan Platt.
Why I, Susan Platt.
May not be joined.
May not be joined.
In matrimony.
In matrimony.
To Peter Doherty.
Peter Doherty.
Becky, do you want to hold your flowers like Rhiannon? Here you go. Now hold them. It's a good girl.
That I, Peter Doherty.
That I, Peter Doherty.
Do take thee.
Do take thee.
Susan Platt.
Susan Platt.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
It doesn't bother me getting married in prison at all. It doesn't bother me because he's a very nice person. He's got a lot of good points, but people don't see that. I just like the way he is. He's a tough man, but he's also got a heart of gold. Peter Doherty.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
To take Peter Doherty, my lawful wedded husband.
To say, to be my lawful wedded husband.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
That's lovely. Thank you very much. So it is now my very special pleasure to declare that you are man and wife together. Congratulations to you both.
Where I used to drink, Lynn was working behind the bar. I didn't really notice it at first, to be honest, because I wasn't like looking for anybody, you know what I mean?
He came in and ordered a drink, and there was a football match on, if I remember rightly. And we started talking.
Oh, you started talking?
I started talking. I'm very forward.
Yeah.
And that was it.
No.
Oh, the marriage license away, look, it doesn't mean nothing to you.
It's over, it's over. You want to have confetti on your wedding day?
Oh, thank you.
Susan?
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's nice.
All the staff on that wing.
Ah, lovely that.
I think everyone's done a lot, haven't they, to make it a good day for us, like, you know, under the circumstances and all. I think it's been smashing.
It's been really good, hasn't it?
Just hope I get parole next year now.
The solemn moment has now come for these two persons to contract their marriage before you, their witnesses. It's all right, just leave her, she's fine. For this part of the ceremony, I'd like all the guests to stand, please. And this one here's already standing at the front, aren't you? You're going to be part of it too. That's it. There we are.
I just want to say again, thanks to everyone for all the hard work you've put into this event and keeping it a secret from Sue. I know it's been hard for everyone. It's been even harder for me because I had to live with it during this time. The lies and deception I've told. It's a wonder we're still together now. Thanks each and everyone for all the hard work you've done, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
We'll get everyone in together, yeah. And then move one half away and then
I'll meet him off the train. I'll bring him home, so he won't wander off. He might have a habit of just going to the next pub for just one, and then I might not see him, so that's why I have to meet him off the train and take him home. It'll work all right, because I'll make it work.
Thank you.
I wandered around and finally
I'd also like to thank all of you for coming along, making it a special day for both of us, and also my child bride here. Turn it up.
Just a bit sad, thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you.